Alright, I'm on hole number 4 of the Easter Open tournament. I'm in Wednesday's qualifying round. Let's go to hole number 4. And I'm going to use, my notes say I'm going to use a QB. And you can use any ball here. And you want to bring all of your backspin clubs. Now, I did demo this and try this out over here, and I don't think in Ricky, I mean, you may get lucky and dribble out over here, but there is a shot that you can go through the trees to try and come out. You can do this in the higher divisions. I know you can do it in expert because the winds are high enough, just depending on which way the wind's blowing. What I'm going to do on this hole is I'm just going to lay it up out here. I am not trying to get around this corner in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I do not care about getting anywhere out here. Okay, so yeah, if I was out here, I might be in my short iron range. I don't care. I'm going to take from the tee box. From the tee box here, if you draw a straight line out into this fairway, I don't want to deviate any direction like this. I want to be right here, right in the middle of that fairway. I want to leave, I'd like to actually be just slightly past these sand traps so that when I'm out here, if I don't like the backspin shot on the green, I can run it up this neck and I don't have to do it at an angle. And I am going, this is a pure layup hole for me because this is one of those, this is the par 4 I was talking about in one of the earlier videos for this round where everybody's got the best of intentions. They're going to come to this hole thinking, hey, I'm going to go for eagle, and they end up with a par because they end up on this hill face and they end up in the sand. If you can come here and consistently just get an eagle, or excuse me, a birdie, you're going to be ahead of a lot of people that are in your group because there's a lot of people that are going to epic fail on this hole. So you do not have to bring anything special to get this hole done. I'm going to bring a QB. I'm going to bring my backspin clubs. So what do we got here? Which one of these bags can I modify the fastest? This one right here. Quarterback. Guardian, Saturn, Thorn. Now, if you end up in the rough out here, this would be a great hole to have a machete. My machete hits at 1.1. This would be a great hole to have a Houdini. And Houdini's accuracy sucks. But you can just put it out on the middle of the green, put maximum backspin in it, and it looks like it's about a 2.5, 2.4. 2.3, it's like a 2.3 accuracy. So I'm going to bring my Houdini just in case something bad happens. And these two clubs, it doesn't matter if you get your wind stuff right. Just put it in the middle of the green, put maximum backspin on it, and hit it to the middle of the green, and play it safe and get in the hole and get your birdie and go home. Don't risk. Don't try and push the limit to recover and end up jacking yourself up. I've got tons of marlins here, so I'm going to use a marlin because I really don't need anything special here unless you're really going for stuff. So I'll just bring a marlin. On my notes it says a quasar because if you're up at the green and you are trying to bring it back towards the hole a little bit, that extra side spin is going to help you. Alright, hole number 4. Number 4. This hole right here is going to be, like I said, this hole and hole number 2, the par 5. These are going to be holes that there's going to be a pretty large percentage, probably somewhere in the 20%, that are going to come here that are going to fail. There's going to be more people who get par on this hole than there are that get eagle. So if you're not going for the eagle, you're just playing it safe and trying to lay up out in this area. If you're trying to lay up out in that area and just get on the green and get your birdie and go home and you're trying to play this hole safe, you're going to be in the majority of people because they're going to get birdies. You're going to lose out a little to that handful of people that got an eagle. But there's going to be a lot of people who end up with a par. I want to make sure that I stop out in that area. I want to be right out in the middle. I'm not trying to get anything special here. Do a full wind adjustment. Getting it perfect. Just laying it up out in the middle. Just getting right past those sand traps. And so from this angle, I have a nice view. Oh, I got a little short for that tree. That's okay. I'm doing the backspin. I got a Saturn, so if you find yourself out here and you've got a club that doesn't have a lot of backspin, you find yourself on this hole in one-on-one and you didn't switch your bag up, or you don't have a bag with a short iron that's got, or a club that's got a lot of backspin, you can just run it up this neck. So note to self when you're demoing that tree is there. You need to hit it just a titch farther. My bad. So I could still do the shot from right here. This is the shot if you don't have backspin. Now, I don't think I have quite enough backspin to get it to stop right at the hole. That's the deal. It's going to want to run. It'll actually be where it runs way past the hole. And I don't really want to take that long of a putt. So I'm just going to stay right out here in the middle. I'm not trying to demo get the whole little thing. Take out some wind and just try and hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. And just running it up. Nice and easy. Could I put some side spin on it and try to bring it towards the hole? You bet. But when you're dealing with that hillside, it'll take your regular bounces. And I don't want to get my ball so that it comes up here and dribbles up and then rolls back down that hill. Because we can end up very easily like our opponent, where we came here with the best of intentions and now we've got to take a machete shot from the rough to try and get in to get our birdie. And they hit it great. And no birdie. They came here with the best of intentions and they ended up with a par. So this is a prime example of a hole that instead of me trying to go for the eagle, I'm going to play it safe and go for the birdie, and I'm going to let about 20% of my opponents beat themselves. Now, if you're trying to get to the top of the charts, you're trying to be in that top 5, you need to pick the areas that you're willing to fight for. And this is one of those holes that you want to give yourself a shot at if you're trying to be in the top 3, but top 5. But if you're trying to work your way up into the top 20, top 15, top 10, this is one of those holes that you need to play smart on. Just go out there and get a birdie. Just get a birdie. Go to the next hole. This is not a hole that, it's not a hole that's a high percentage eagle to begin with. So just play safe. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Easter Open tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.